Hi everybody, welcome to Kate Space. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'm really happy that you're here. I am going to attempt to make an autumn journal out of this pile of things on my desk. This is nothing compared to the pile of things that are to my right. I have been playing around. I played around yesterday for many hours and I've spared you that torture. But I know it's spring here, but I feel like Thanksgiving is coming next month, and it's not really a holiday that we celebrate here in New Zealand, but I always feel like it's a really lovely holiday, a really good time to, I don't know, think about all the things that we are thankful for. And I thought that maybe this could be a bit of a gratitude journal. I recently watched Mel from Moonside Parlour do some tutorials on her cluttered collage fabric journal covers, and I thought I would give it a go. I did actually buy one of her, she made up some kits that you could purchase, but it hasn't made its way here yet, and I don't know how long that's going to take. So I had a little rummage through my own things to see what I could find. I found this beautiful silk. This is a vintage ribbon, and I'm pretty sure it's silk. And I found some other fabrics that I had, vintage and contemporary. Most of them are pretty old actually. And I'm going to make it A5. So I've got this fabric, which is just a light cotton quilt backing that I've had, and I've used it before. It went on the back of a quilt I made a couple of years ago, and I had a whole lot left over. And I have a piece of A4 card, which is 210 by 297 millimeters, and I'm simply going to fold this in half. How is everybody? I hope everybody's well. I'm very well, and today is a very, very, very beautiful spring day. It's really warm, and we've had a couple of kind of cold days, so it's just sort of come out of the blue really. But it's beautiful, so I'm not complaining. The sun is shining and it's lovely and warm. Right, so I'm just going to give that a bit of a... If you've seen any of Mel from Moonside Parlour's journal covers, you'll soon see that this is not even going to come anywhere near being as beautiful as what she has, what she does. But I want to give it a go. I mean, I have done covers like this before. I hope I've left enough. I feel like I haven't left enough fabric at the sides. Hopefully it'll be all right. Right, so the first thing is to get your base fabric. And in actual fact, you're not really going to see much of this. So I suppose you're going to see it at the back. And I'm just wondering, is this what I want to be seen at the back? And should I iron it? I probably should iron it. But I'm just wondering if it's what I want to be seen, or whether I would rather have this now. I think I'd rather have... I've just realised that the back... You leave the back pretty plain. Right, I'm going to go and iron this, and then I'll be back. Right, so that was a bit of a fail. I went down to iron it, and then this fabric does not tear straight. Look at that. Could that be any more wonky? So yeah, back to the original. Okay, right. So this is what is going to be on the back. I mean, it's pretty. I think it'll be fine, because really the front is what we're going to be focusing on. Right, so we clip our edges down with these paper clips, and we're going to sew around the edge of this journal and catch all the fabric and turn the corners in, and it's going to be all neat and tidy, hopefully. This is the plan, and this is the bit we do first. So I'm just going to go like that. Yep, that'll work. And then we fold this, when we go round, we fold our corner and then we fold it in like that as we go round. So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to do that on my sewing machine. I don't really have a place where I can bring you over to my sewing machine, so I'm going to sew it and then I'm going to come back. So I've gone round and I've sewn it, and just for future reference, you need to be really careful that you don't pull the fabric too tight around the card, and I did that, so I had to re-sew part of it, which is why we've got all these ends everywhere. I didn't think I had, but then when I went to close it, it was curling quite badly. This is still curling a little bit, but I think once we've got everything on it, it will be fine. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut all these little bits off. Right, and now we start the collage part of it. I found it really hard. I found it really hard to do it, and I have kind of limited it down. And so I've decided on this piece at the top. And then I have these pieces here. So this is quite a heavy upholstery fabric that I really love. And that is going to go there. Just going to tuck it under for now. And then up here, I put this one. And then I put the silk ribbon across there. And then I had lots of little scrappy bits here. I really wanted to use this vintage lace that was given to me. And you have to kind of realize you're going to end up with things covered up. And then I wanted to use this bit of scraggly old there's a lot of beautiful pieces that people have used, and you sort of feel like, oh, maybe if I had those things I could make something like that as well, but it's just I know I had some pieces of doily, think it's just about layers and textures, basically. It's a piece of fabric from my old wedding dress. Guess you could call that vintage too then. And some green velvet. I'm not really sure where that was. Not sure which way these go up, because there's one side that's got lots of tufts and sort of, I think it's that way. And then I wanted one of these flowers. These are really old velvet flowers that I really wanted to use on here. And then apparently you use buttons and things later. Put the buttons and things on there later. I'm pretty sure I had some green up here, maybe coming up from under here. So yeah, it's certainly not as well put together as something that I've seen Mel do in her tutorials, but also it's just learning. It's using what you have and getting it to a point where you're pretty happy with it. Then she sewed a lot of these things on with her sewing machine. So I'm not sure. So I guess you take everything back off again. So I'm going to trim that and that. Just make them a little bit longer, and then I think I can go back in and trim them after. That's all. Oh no, there's one. This one's tucked under this side. Well, I guess we take all the top stuff off again, and we start to sew these bits on. I could go around the edge of there. Guess I just have to try it and see what happens. Okay. Right, well, this is a lot harder than it looks. I haven't sewn anything on straight, so I don't know if that is going to be rectifiable or not. So I'm not that happy. I think that is why I often sew things on by hand, because you have a lot more control. It might not matter once we've put all these other bits on, but at this stage I'm not really liking this at all. Okay, well, I'm going to keep going with it even though I'm feeling a little disheartened with how it's turning out, because maybe it'll go one way or the other, and it might end up in a drawer, and that's probably okay. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. So now it might be time to maybe do the hand stitching. So we need to decide on a thread that we're going to stitch everything down with. I know that Mel used a beautiful silk thread. I don't really have anything. I have this one, which actually would be quite nice, so maybe I'll have a go with this and see how we get on. Thread up a needle with she had made quite a lot of thread. I wonder if I could double it, I suppose. Actually, that's probably more than enough, because otherwise it's just going to be a bit of a nightmare to pull through. I think her thread was a lot thicker than this, but and then choose a needle. That one feels way too thick. I guess we just give it a go and see what happens. This is quite fiddly. So whether I should have actually stitched that around the edge with the machine or not, I'm not sure. I'm not going to try and make my stitches small or hidden or anything. I think they're just going to have to be part of the cover, journal cover. Like I said, I don't know. Okay, well that was disappointing. Everything went flying there. I don't know whether this is going to be successful or not. Hi there, if you're still with me, well done. I did have to stop the camera because I wasn't really sure of the process, so I was muddling along a little bit. This is where I've got to, and as you can see, I've been hand stitching. I haven't been trying to like disguise my stitches at all. I've got little X's here and some little X's here. I found this beautiful glass button. I think this was given to me, and I'm thinking I'm going to pop this on here somewhere. And I've got this metal one too, which actually I think looks quite nice, so maybe a couple of buttons. But I have got these flowers to sew on as well somewhere, so but yeah, I do want to use this button. I really love that button, it's gorgeous. So I'm getting there, and I'm hoping that it's going to turn out okay. You certainly can't see as much of that red sort of fabric under there as I thought I would originally. But yeah, it's been challenging actually to get it to this point. So I'm hoping that it will become more something that I'm happy with as I keep stitching. So I'm going to turn the camera off and keep on stitching, and then meet you back here hopefully soon. I'm back again. I've been stitching away, and I don't know, life's funny, isn't it? The door went, and it was a courier, and just on the day that I start my little scrappy cover, I get this parcel, and I'm pretty sure this will be from Mel, and it's the little parcel of goodies that I purchased off her especially for this project. Well, this is going to be my practice one, so I thought I'd open it because, you know, why not? It's in this lovely waxed paper bag. I'll move my one aside and see what goodies she's popped in here for me to make something with. That's all the beautiful colours, so really different colour palette than what I'm using on my one. Oops, I'll just rearrange it so you can see the things I'm putting out. Look at this lovely little bit of trim. That would look great on the one I'm doing now. Oh, that might have to go on there, and this one. And some green and just some net. Anyway, I put them all in a pile. Just lots of little scrappy bits and things. Lots of these things I don't have anything similar to these, and I know that some of these are old. Look how, isn't it funny? Oh, it's got a hole, so we love the holes. But life's weird the way things turn up. Some sort of upholstery fabric bits. Just some beautiful colours here that would have looked really good on the one I'm doing now. That looks like it might be avocado dyed. Some of this. Some lovely pinks here. Just lots of lovely scrappy bits to make another one of these covers, which I'm definitely going to try and do. Like, this is just some really old velvet. That's beautiful. I love that. And some little shiny bits. Oh, these are gorgeous. I'm really glad that I purchased this. Thank you, Mel. This beautiful piece. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. hopefully to make another one of these lovely journal covers. And yeah, so I am still stitching away on this one, and I hope that if maybe you've been sort of inspired to do something similar. I'm punching a hole from above because often I'll bring the needle in the completely wrong place to where I want to go. I'm not doing it every time like that, but just every now and then I'm doing it like that. And at the moment I can't really tell if this is coming together or not. I'm sort of in that place where I look at it and I'm not sure. So what I normally do in that case is throw it in the bin. No, I don't. I would leave it until like finished the stitching if I can, and then just have a look at it tomorrow morning and see tomorrow, or you know, later today, and see if I like it or I think it is salvageable if I don't like it. So yeah, that's kind of, see, I don't even know where I put that hole. I think it's there. Yep. Look, it's so much later in the day, and things happened. I got interrupted, and anyway, I kept on stitching. This is what it looks like on the inside. Pretty rugged. I used masking tape to just secure some of these knots and things. Anyway, this is what I have ended up with. I have stitched everything down. I have put the velvet flowers on there and the glass button, and then a couple of buttons down here. I feel like maybe the jury's out a little bit on it, but I'm going to continue with it because I don't absolutely hate it, and it's been a really good learning experience, I guess you could say. But it's a cute little cover. I now need to obviously line, I'm going to reinforce the spine and line the inside, and I have started working on what is going to go inside. So I started picking out some pages, and then I suddenly thought, oh no, I want to do this on video. So I have stopped doing that now, and I will do another video of just picking out pages and sizing them and putting them in. So this is what we've ended up with. If you've stuck with me throughout the whole video, I really appreciate it. I had to do quite a lot of editing and chopping and changing, so I do appreciate it if you've stuck through. Hopefully you'll try something similar, gather all your bits, because I'm sure you've got lots of things lying around that you could collage together and make a really interesting textural cover, which, I mean, this has a lot of different beautiful textures on it, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, so thanks so much for your support. Thanks for watching, and thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you again soon in the next video. Bye.